Today we're off to Renmark to, well, collect some gear for our caravan that we didn't get. But also we're off to Renmark, and on the way back, well, really we're going to Loveday is the reason for the flight today. Loveday Four-Wheel Drive and Motorsport Park, I think they call themselves. And they recently put an airstrip in, and they have a pub right at the end of the airstrip. So we're going to try and get there for lunch. Not a beer, maybe a ginger beer, non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, we're grounded. This should be a good flight. We're probably going to talk about those mods as well. Jeez, the river's looking good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was nice last night, wasn't it, down the river? You got a bit of drone footage, and we Taylor caught a carp that we fed to a pelican.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll jump up above these clouds then and see what we've sort of got. That's Big Ben there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's epic. So remember, I mean, you were a little bit smaller, but when we were up here doing the river flight for the flood, what was that, the 22-23 flood?
Yeah.
That happened in the summer of 22-23. You were probably about here.
Yeah.
But, on booster seats, so weren't you?
Yeah.
The river's at its normal level, so it'll be interesting up at Renmark to see it from above, because when we were last up there in the plane, it was like an inland sea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we've been up there on with the boat and that. So yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at this. Is a pretty sad sight out into my window here. Like, it's just sand. You can see the wind drift that they've had far out. They've ploughed up. I mean, look at that massive blowout there.
Yeah.
They've ploughed up, and then they haven't got the rain, but they've got the wind, and it's just absolutely blown it apart, hasn't it? Poor farmers are struggling a little bit in South Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, last year was pretty bad, and this year's not off to an awesome start. I remember having a day like this in the hang glider, flying up and around the side of a cloud before at 10,000 feet. Looking forward to lunch today.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much cloud out here to worry about.
Yeah.
We'll just put it in a reasonably flat cruise climb. It's going to be pretty smooth now.
Yeah.
Cruise along. So yeah, we're going to climb up to 5.5 and cruise along above all this cloud, and it's dead smooth up here, isn't it? And yeah, we should be at Renmark in about 30 minutes. Should be good. We never landed there before.
Yeah.
It's turned out to be quite a nice day for it. It was good going to that fly-in yesterday, meeting all the fellas on it.
Yeah.
Seeing a few different planes. I mean, pretty much, what were they?
Just old chaps.
Old jabs. Until we rocked up in the savannah.
Yeah.
But poor old jabs, they get a bit of hate online, probably from a lot of people that don't fly them. But I mean, there's plenty of them about, and there's plenty of hours are being done. So I think, you know, people say if you want a jabberoo, just buy a farm and wait for one to land in your paddock. But it'd be interesting to see, you know, the amount of hours flown by jabberoos compared to other aircraft, because they're just so common in Australia and they get flown so much.
Yeah.
And you can't knock them for their fuel burn and their cruise speed. And
yeah, pretty good.
yeah, I think their airframe, from what I understand, is pretty low maintenance as well. Alright, so yeah, we're just coming over the river here near Marook, but yeah, Loxton's out there. Lake Bonnie there, you can see there, Barmera, Berry. So we're just heading to Renmark. We're only about 10 minutes out, so we're about to get on descent. What's that, about 16 nautical miles out. But yeah, on the way back, I mean, we're going to be landing just under us here somewhere at the at Loveday.
Yeah. Okay.
And having a lunch, but we'll be flying under the cloud and lower down under this area to have a bit more of a good look at it. So these windsocks will be a lot heavier than ours, but it doesn't look too windy.
Yep.
Of course it's blowing straight up the glider strip, but we're not to use that. Yeah, nice big strip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too high is better than too low though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, one day you might be flying here in the Flying Doctor's plane, mate. We just got to pick up our package and go.
Yep.
This is like AIRMAIL, mate. Coming to get our package. Thank you. AIRMAIL. I like it. AIRMAIL in our own little plane. We'll go head to lunch at Loveday. We just picked up our parcel from Renmark. Yeah, we don't want to miss lunch, do we? Nothing on long final. Pretty cool, the piano keys, isn't it? Renmark traffic ran 3283 rolling on runway 25, Renmark. Bit of a crosswind from the right. Still gets off the ground pretty quick with no flaps as well, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Renmark traffic ran 3283, 1500 overhead and departing to the northeast. Just on the bend there is sort of like the main part of Renmark Township on the water, and we stayed just down the water there. It was a big 4 caravan park, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we zigzagged all the way up here to the Woolshed Brewery to get a beer, get a drink, and then they weren't open, were they? We did a little YouTube on that, for anyone that wants to see.
Yeah.
Remember when it was in flood, there was water all over that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was full on. All out through here was water. You can sort of see the remnants of it all out there. That was all water. You can sort of see how it's all muddy and not green. And anywhere like that, that was all covered in water all the way out, pretty much halfway to the horizon.
Yeah.
There was a lot of water, wasn't there?
Yeah.
We'll have to insert some of the footage from that to sort of compare it.
Yeah.
But yeah, all that there, it was just trees poking up out of the water, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That's right. Remember we went down to the lock, which in the flood, again, you could not see the lock. That was underwater.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it? Just to see the difference.
Yeah.
I was thinking coming here, flying here, I wouldn't really be able to tell where the water was and wasn't, but you really can from up here. Like, especially where it's left all that muddy sort of look behind. It's quite obvious actually from the air. Might fly over the lock there.
Yeah.
You see, it's interesting. See how the trees, it looks almost like they've been planted in a bit of a curve.
Yeah.
And I think that's the multiple water levels over the years, like hundreds of years probably. And
Yeah.
the changing position of the bank as such. And it's affected how the water has taken off, how the plants have sort of survived and progressed. Oh, over over there, that's through all that. Also, that's where the Renmark, like the dinghy derby happens, I think.
Yeah, okay. I was just thinking down there, there's a really cool, looking, creek.
I could see that on the camera. But yeah, can you see it out there too, how there's like all those like lines, and you can sort of see how the trees are rowed up a bit, and I think that's would have something to do with the water level had changed over the time, and where the bank is and where the trees have flourished and taken off. And when we flew over for the flood flight, that was all an inland sea out there. I'll get you to get a bit of video of that. But yeah, that road from Berry to Loxton, that was getting covered. That was all water there, all water underneath us here, and a lot of water out the front, but especially there.
Yeah.
That was all underwater.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Still looking pretty good now. We'll see what the crosswind's like, mate.
Yep.
Not much wind, really. Oh, that was cool. New strip.
Yeah.
It'll be good to come back here with the full drive, so you don't need a full. You can do full driving here. Camp by the river. This is the track where they worked on testing and designing the Raptor.
Oh, that's cool. But why in Australia? Check that jump out.
Yeah, ramp jump. But yeah, they do all sorts of stuff here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Bit hard to see over the nose. Where tail dragger gets a bit challenging, doesn't it?
We just landed here at Loveday 4x4 park. We're going to go over to the tavern over there, try and find some food. It was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's go for a little walk. It was not a bad strip actually. Well, it was a really good smooth strip. Just a north-south strip. Not bad. So even though it looks pretty quiet, we've still got a feed here. Our palmies. I think that's just the owner's kids cutting the sick. Check this out. This is for kids to drive, 8-year-olds and over. So we don't really need it, because we get to drive the Polaris and that, but yeah, anyone wants to come here and have their kids drive a little rally car. Yeah, nice setup, isn't it? So that's the tavern where we just had a meal. Had a wicked palmy. Track's looking good too, isn't it? Even though it got raced on yesterday, it's looking mint. Yeah, you can go hot laps in a buggy. Owners will take you for a spin. Alright, so we're just untying the plane. Yeah, so then we'll come back. drive, float, whatever. Camp on the river, hey?
That looks pretty race.
Yeah. It looks like it's had a fair bit of work done to it. It's not very stock anymore.
Nah.
Alright, we got a bit of crosswind from the left there. I might go no flaps on this one. Good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Didn't need much runway, did we?
Nah.
So yeah, this all down here is all their camping along the river.
Yeah.
To see a few campers down there now.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll have to come back with the boat and like he said, you can just let them know you got a boat and they'll find you a spot that's got a bit of beachy sort of area. Bit of boating and four-wheel driving. Yeah, it was good to meet well, Wayne, I guess the dad or one of the owners, and then Tony and Jody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise Tony actually built up the trucks as well, like built himself a trophy truck, and sounds like they do a bit of suspension work there and test out Can-Ams.
Yeah.
Give feedback back to Can-Ams, how to make them tougher.
Yeah.
How's this extra little bit of river down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see all their campsites all the way along the river here. You see their access track.
Yeah. Got heaps of land.
Yeah. That might be a good spot to camp in there. Sort of got
Yeah.
on the corner of the river. And then when the weather turns bad for being on the river, you can go full driving.
Yeah.
We're going to follow the river home.
Yep.
We'll sort of see the difference between how it was flooded and now it's not flooded, it's back to normal levels. We'll see, like he was saying about being out in the jet skis out around those sand dunes and that.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it? Like that's a once in a lifetime experience to be able to like jet ski around the middle of your property that never sees water.
Yeah. It is.
But yeah, it was a really nice spot, wasn't it? It's great to have somewhere. We don't have really many places in SA where we can fly and get a meal.
Yeah.
So it's good to go to those places and hopefully keep them running.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we were like the only ones in there eating and they run in the kitchen for us. But yeah, Jody said during school holidays they keep the kitchen open generally. And then other than that, it's weekends. But pretty cool, like you can, for a lot of people, they don't have Polarises and land like us. You can come here and do some hot laps and, break up your little camping trip a bit. If you happen to be here when there's some racing on, it's a bit of entertainment. Yeah, you can see that was in the flood. It was water all the way across there to those white hills.
Yeah.
That's another spot where there's a lot of water. That was pretty much all covered.
Yeah.
You can sort of tell the floodplain, can't you, where there's just not a lot of growth. So yeah, on the wing there, that's Barmer and Lake Bonnie in front of the wing. Yeah. So during the flood, they actually shut that off and stopped the water coming in, just so the township of Barmer didn't get flooded.
Yeah, okay.
But then the water got stagnant, and so then it wasn't usable anyway. But yeah, this is in front of us, Kingston on the Murray. Yeah, this is when I flew over here with Taylor. I remember doing a big circle around here, and there was a lot of water. This was the first spot we got to, and we thought, wow, like this is an inland sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, like Tony was saying, the river, although it was in flood, I mean, essentially, it wasn't safe to be probably doing water skiing on that, but it was still safe to go to the river and and whatever. You know, I mean, obviously it was flowing a bit harder on that, but yeah, it sort of, for them, financially it hurt them a fair bit, because I think a lot of people weren't travelling to the river, because you know, there was sort of a lot of misinformation and drama being put out there that, you know, the highway's closed to get access here, and this, you know, it sort of got dramaed up a fair bit, I guess. I mean, yeah, there's no debate that it was a big event, of course, but yeah, they really, I think the media did seem to scare people off coming anywhere near the river. It just, yeah, I guess a lot of people just went, well, we're not going to the river at all. But yeah, and like they were saying, it was just great to see, you know, such an event, like a once-in-a-lifetime event. And unfortunately, because people got scared off coming even up here, or thinking they couldn't even get access at all, a lot of people just didn't get to experience and see what it was like in flood. Yeah. I mean, they can watch our videos, can't they? Yeah. But it would have been good for people to, you know, really come up and experience and see it. The once-in-a-lifetime sort of an event. Yeah. Yeah, this is all water right up there, all in there. It was covered. Yeah. I remember like trying to at first try and work out where the river actually was, because it was all water, and then you could sort of just see the row of trees and like, oh yeah, that's where the river would be, sort of thing. So we're pretty much straight above Kingston on the Murray now. Yeah. For all the wine lovers, that's Banrock Station down there, and they got like wetlands and boardwalks. Looks like a runway there. Down there. Yep, looks like another runway. You can see that. I reckon that was flooded all the way across to the big hills on the other side. Yeah. But yeah, we're coming up to Overland Corner, that old pub hotel. Actually, I reckon what we're coming up to might be where you took the inflatable by yourself, and then you took all the mums there, didn't you? On their
yeah, down the creek, yeah.
Yeah, down
like backwaters, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the backwater, does it?
Yeah, it definitely is, yep.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's a nice spot to take the boat along out of Waikerie, and it was a really nice spot to camp, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
In the caravan park there. So yeah, we got Waikerie Airport coming up. We're just going to fly overhead that. There's a little bit of traffic, well, one or two just doing a circuit and stuff, so they're down at 1500, so we've done our call and we're transiting through above them. Yeah, that was quite a cool little adventure you went on via, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went down there twice. I got that far.
Yeah. It's your first big adventure by yourself in anything, really. Like,
well, I mean, I've been doing the e-biking lately,
yeah.
but...
So this was all flooded, all through there. We'll have to insert that footage. We were on the other side of the river last time, but now we got the wing cam on our left wing shooting right. Yeah. That's why we're going on this side, but see the silos down there, the ones that are all painted up?
Yeah. Nippies down there.
Nippies, yeah, we just drank some Nippies, didn't we? Come out of that factory.
Yeah.
Nippies iced coffee and sparkling water.
Yeah. And see the caravan park.
This is where you did True Grit. And with Mum and a few friends. So yeah, you would have been out in that scrub there.
I'm not that far, but...
Well, you said you crossed the tarmac road.
Yeah, we're definitely like below us and that.
Yeah.
Oh, and just down there, those tyres, so there's those walls you go over, under, and then that, the pit, or like the big black, sort of box, that was, full of, well, like those tyres with barbed wire off the top. There's plenty of room though. Oh, and then there's also there was what they called the casualty carry, or like track.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a big like BF Goodrich like off-road tyre, and then like just a sort of regular like sedan sort of tyre like tied together.
Yeah.
And then on another rope, and you'd like have to like pull it along.
We'll start heading back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it? I'm looking forward to being able to do that next time.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're sort of tracking for Cadell, Morgan. This would have all been in the flood. That would all been absolutely covered out there. Sort of between the left and right. You can see the river zigzag, but that's like that wetlands is still carrying a fair bit of water, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks. I wonder if they sort of got a gate there, a water gate, and they shut it off.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're up to Morgan Township here. It's quite a historic sort of river town. But yeah, during the flood, Morgan and Brenda Park, they got hammered by the flood waters. So yeah, interesting to see it now. Remember Morgan, we've been to the museum there, which is quite interesting. And the old wharf, see, and the train line there too. You can see the old. We might do a 360 over at the old turntable. See that?
Oh yeah.
It used to be an old railway station, so I guess they'd use paddle steamers, boats up the river, and then they'd get it onto the train, and then they could get it into Adelaide from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, in its heyday with the railway and the paddle steamer running, it would have been quite the busy little town, I'd say.
Yeah.
Now these sorts of river towns have sort of transitioned to more like holiday and weekend destination towns for us, haven't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was all water out there, out your window pretty much, and
yeah,
the shacks down here at Brenda Park really copped it, from what I understand. I mean, we were just looking at house roofs, really, weren't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to head back all the way to sort of Morgan through to Swan Reach, Walker Flat area, and then go home and land. So yeah, we're coming up to Blanchetown on our nose there. The sun's lighting up the big bridge where you cross the river. It's a nice part of the day, isn't it? The sun's lighting up the cliffs.
Yeah, it is.
There's some interesting patterns down there, isn't there?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I wonder if that was sort of re-veg lines.
I don't know, makes sense.
But yeah, I think you can see where it was all flooded on the inside of the bend there. But yeah, I think it was really good at Loveday to get chat to the owners and that. And
yeah.
I think it's a pretty unique experience that we get to fly somewhere and have a pub meal, and hopefully more people fly there. Well, it's not a very long flight for us, but it'd be, I mean, they welcome camping, like you could camp there, but for us it doesn't, there's no need to really camp there unless you want to have a beer.
It could be good though, like if Mum and Tay drove up and we flew up, because then you can show Mum and Tay around the Riverland, because Taylor at least doesn't like the massive flights.
That's actually a cool idea. If you knew the weather was going to be good for 2 days or something,
yeah,
Mum could drive up with the boat or something, and then we fly up. That would probably be onions or potatoes.
Yeah, okay. I take it with those sprinklers, the outside sprinklers throw out heaps more water on the pivots, because obviously it's moving a lot quicker.
Yeah, they have them adjusted, yeah, exactly. Jeez, the water's flowing through the lock pretty quick, isn't it? Pretty solid. They don't have every gate open. We'll have to go through one of those locks on the boat one day. Should be sponsored by Quad Lock. Because it's quite handy having the Quad Lock here. It's on the vibration mount just to make sure, but it probably doesn't really need it. It's more for being on dirt bike handlebars and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's charging. It's mounted in a nice spot. It's easy. And I'm using it to start and stop the wing camera, which has been good for this flight. I can take it off.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I mean, you can probably take some footage down there. Now remember Peter's runway down there? That had water over the end of it. And look at all that water draining out of that little backwater there, right below you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there was water all over the tarmac road there to cut off access to the ferry. Wow. Yeah, and they were all underwater there. Mark's, is that Mark's Landing? Oh, no, that's just the other end of Swan Reach. Mark's Landing's further down. I'm just going to quickly loop around and show you the how bad all the drought is out this window here. Just like looks like a bit like the Sahara Desert or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How's that? It's cool with the shadows picking up the hills.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Big Bend looks nice down there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, that was all covered in water up the middle there.
Yeah.
Pungaroo, this is Pungaroo here. That was, I remember when we took off on the first flood flight, we straight away saw like all of the Pungaroo shacks sitting in water. Remember the first forecast flow rate, it was going to max out at what South Australia households consume in a year.
Yeah.
And then it got to double, basically.
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, as I said, Big Bend there. We'll whip around and get a nice lit up shot of that.
Yeah. Big Bend and like just these sort of like cliffs around this area. It's really interesting because it's just like dead flat and then just big cliffs.
Yeah.
Into the river.
That's very much like the Nullarbor, although the Nullarbor Cliffs, the Great Australian Bight,
Yeah.
obviously a lot straighter.
Yeah, okay.
But similar sort of thing, you know, a couple hundred feet and then just drop straight off into water.
Just where it carved it out.
Yeah, I was at 10,000 feet over the Nullarbor though. I'd like to go across it again and go right down near the cliffs.
Yeah.
Be nice to hang glide the Nullarbor.
Yeah. I have to do it, like make a trip back to WA.
Yeah. Maybe in a faster plane.
Huh?
A faster plane.
Yeah.
So it's Neil Dotty down there.
Yeah.
Wongala up in front.
Yeah.
I'll just loop around and get the wing cam on the cliffs.
You can see that road we drive down, like when we've gone to Waikerie.
Yeah. Hopefully that's a good shot of the cliffs there.
Yeah.
They were lit up by the sun, but it's sort of disappeared now. Oh, that end of it is.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll head for home, eh?
Yeah.
Put this thing away.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good day out. Good excuse to go for a fly, go pick up a parcel. Those parts that were left over from the caravan.
Yeah.
Nice to see a different strip. And
Yeah.
yeah, so we were going to talk about the mods that we talked about after last trip, but I thought probably better to talk about it in the plane, a bit more interesting while we're flying and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what were they? Just, I guess, quick version.
Yeah, well, I guess the main one I was sort of keen for is like having either just like a normal sort of like sun shield like up above us here, or like turn it into like a solar system and have like a dual battery or something like that. And then like down just here or something, or like here on the dash have like some like USB ports or something like that. Just,
Yeah.
you know.
Just more options for power. And also, like, if we're cammed up and the battery goes flat, I mean, it would take a long time to charge the starter battery, but you've got the option to charge it. And we always tend to take that jump starter pack power bank, but sometimes we do rely on that through the night to charge GoPro batteries and stuff up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be good to have that ability to put charge back into stuff if we get caught out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just having that multi-purpose, having a sunshade that also doubles as a solar panel, makes sense. And they're getting pretty thin and light now, aren't they?
Yeah. You wouldn't even need the whole thing, panels, like if you didn't want to, just like...
Back section or something, yeah.
Yeah.
And then our luggage is a big issue for us. We lack luggage space, so we were thinking of putting a belly pod, well maybe not so much a belly pod, more like a drop tank, we were thinking.
Yeah.
Drop tank style. We don't want to drop our luggage while flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would look cool. We'd paint it up, make it look like an Acme rocket.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
We'd have to get smoke.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that would be a good mod. That would really help. I was thinking like we would use PVC pipe and obviously metal clamp, metal bracketry, and have it with P clamps or something attached to the chromoly cage, fuselage cage, cockpit cage, whatever you want to call it, and then have it the right size that you can just slide sleeping bags and tents and stuff in.
Yeah.
And just quite light stuff will be going in there. And then, like we said, we could 3D print up some end caps or whatever.
I was thinking get like the PVC pipe that's got the thread on it, and then those end caps, and then 3D print or do something like that, like a cover to go over that.
Yeah.
But just a thought.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so that was like luggage. But to do luggage, you know, we're getting to the point where we're pushing our max takeoff weight of 544 kilos, which is 1,200 pounds. So it'd be good to get a weight increase up to 600 kilos.
Yeah.
It's stretching me now. Is that 1,350 pounds? Yeah, I'm not sure. 1,400 something pounds? I don't know. But yeah, 600 kilos, that would give us another 56 kilos. So we don't need all of that, but it'd just be nice to have a bit more, because we're pretty much at full fuel and passenger, we're on the limit almost. So
yeah,
be good to try and get that weight increase. We're looking at like some 3D printed parts to like make it a bit more aerodynamic, like the wing, the struts to fuselage, like interference fairing.
Yeah.
Or interference drag is what you get, I guess. And then, VGs, we might look into that, and doing VGs over the cockpit, which doesn't seem common, but I remember, you know, a couple of years ago when we were talking about VGs, and we both, independently, we both sort of thought, why don't people put it over the cockpit? And then we started talking about it, and then we come across a YouTube where a fella did that.
Yeah.
Which makes, to me, perfect sense, because it helps keep the airflow stuck to the top of the cockpit. It's the same shape as the wing. Keeps it stuck to the top of the cockpit for the nice airflow over the tail.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so we got a few mods there to do, don't we?
Yeah.
3D pin up a fairing for like the tail spring.
Yeah.
Make that a bit nicer. Just because we, you know, if we get one, we can, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that about it?
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other mods did we have?
Well, I mean, I'd like to put smoke on, but
yeah, weight.
Yeah, and space for a tank.
Space, yeah.
I don't know. I think it was just like maybe a 3D printed like latch just to hold the.
Yeah, that is a little bit clunky. It'd be nice to improve that somewhat.
Yeah. You know, we could like 3D print like arms there.
That's the other thing we'd like to do, just to make it look a bit, you know, be a bit more professional, a bit more finished. Put the gas struts on the windows.
Yeah, it would be good.
Got some kangaroos on final, don't we?
Need a horn like for the Trents.
Yeah.
Big water hole in the
Doesn't he? Doesn't the horn go off with the smoke?
Think so. Oh, look at the big bucks.
Oh yeah, they're not happy. They were not happy, were they?
Nah.
I just got to get over that little hump. Drag it in a bit to GA style.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of wind. Brakes off. Oh, she's floaty there.
Yeah.
Get the tail up, eh?